I can honestly say that I have felt through all of my life like it's always a test, and I'm always being tested. I don't think I'm the only one. I think we probably all are, but I've been very aware of it since I was a little kid. When my parents divorced, I was given to my mother by the courts. My brother was given to my father. The family split up. Both my parents remarried, and remarried people that were not good for my brother or me, you know. But I was with my mother. She remarried the fellow who became my stepfather, and I don't want to go into a lot of detail, but there was alcoholism there. There was torment and PTSD from World War II in the fellow, and he would get very drunk and very violent, and there was a lot of really terror in those years for my brother and I, especially for me, because my brother would go off and stay with my dad and my stepmom, and he was back and forth. But so I even then thought it was, I'm being tested, how much can I put up with? And there was a lot of times I ran away from home, disappeared for a while to get away from them. And there were times that my brother and I would escape by going out the window on the second floor and jumping off the second floor roof and splitting and sleeping outside somewhere to get away, because we were in fear of our lives, really. And at that point, I was already playing a lot of music. I'd been playing the trumpet since I was 5. I played it all through high school in the orchestra and the marching band. I was in the New Jersey State Champion Drum and Bugle Corps, where I was a bugle soloist. I loved music from the day I was born, really. But it was always like, how much can you put up with here? I'd go stay with my dad, and my stepmother was pretty much the same. So it wasn't really going back and forth to either parent didn't really work so well, you know. And I also found refuge at an early age in music. I could escape, you know, especially started guitar when I was about 10, and I could just sit for hours and just pound on that thing. You know, I had an acoustic to begin with, and just pound on it, and I could go away, and I was no longer on this planet when I was doing that. There were times, a lot, where I would be in bed in that house as a kid, like 10, 12 years old, really wanting to escape my situation that I was in and escape the fear and the tension that I was living under. And I would think, all I have to do is cross the street here and I can hop on one of those trains. And the train, the sound of the train came to represent escape to me. And I would lay in bed. When we first moved in there, the trains bothered me because they would shake the whole house when they went by. You could feel it in the bed, and you could hear the wheels and the horn and all this. But then I got to love it, because I would think, I just got to hop on the train. And no, I never gathered the courage to do that, because I knew that was just a dream. You know, what am I going to do? I'm a little kid. I'm going to hop on a freight train and then do what, right? I knew that was not practical, but I knew that someday I would escape, and someday I would be on my own. And that train, every time I heard it, I would think, someday I will metaphorically be on that train.
And everybody has dreams, and they want them to